back to Belinda's DIYs. If this is your first time here, welcome. So today I'm going to be creating a couple of scarecrows and they're sitting right here behind me. I'll be creating a Mr. Harvest and a Mrs. Blessing. And the good thing is that I'm going to be using all Dollar Tree items. I was actually inspired by a scarecrow that I saw at Hobby Lobby, and it's this one right here. And so this one from Hobby Lobby is $39. So I fell in love with it, but I didn't want to pay $39. So I decided to create some of my own using all Dollar Tree items. And these only cost about $4 a piece. So compared to $39 to $4, I think that it is a great bargain. So if you want to see how I put them together, then please keep watching. But before then we get started, I'm just going to ask if you can please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also you'll click that bell icon, you know, right there in the corner so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. For this project, I'll be using 4 of these Beware Halloween signs that Dollar Tree is carrying right now. And for this sign, I'll be using those 2 faux boards right there. I just wanted to show you where I had gotten those boards, but I do have these 2 from a leftover project that I did recently. And some of these poster stickers, and they are the peel and stick. And I'll be using this buffalo check ribbon, but you can use an alternative. They have this one right here at Dollar Tree. Some natural raffia. Some Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Some acrylic paint in the color Tuscan red. And also this color warm buff. And also some black. And this color spice carrot. A red and black permanent markers, and 1 sunflower from this bouquet, and 1 daisy from this bouquet. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is remove all the tags from this Beware sign. So I'm going to be using the back side of these signs, and I've already turned them over. I'm going to be joining the 2 boards, and so I'm going to glue them together. The top part is going to be the face of the scarecrow, and the bottom board will be the body. And so here I'm just trying to figure out how big I want the face to be. If you decide to do this project, it really is up to you, but I did measure 9 inches. From where my finger is at down to the bottom where I'm gonna glue it. I hope that makes sense. If not, you'll just see what I'm talking about in just a bit. Sometimes it's just easier just to see what I'm doing than to try to explain. And here I'm just creating the marking where I'm gonna glue up to. And there it is, 9 inches. So I'm gonna put some glue from that line all the way down. I'll be using some hot glue and some super glue. I started off with the hot glue because I forgot about the super glue, so that's why you see me go back and put some of that super glue. It was an oops moment. Okay, so now I'm ready to lay the board on top of the other one, and here I had to be right on it because I had to make sure it was right on the line. Okay, so here I'm just showing you what the front side looks, which was really the back side. I just want you to see how they look joined together. And now the back is really the front now. So I'll be adding all the paints and everything to that side. Okay, so I'm gonna be following the same steps to the other 2 boards. Okay, so I'm gonna start by painting the face of the scarecrow. And so what I'm doing here is mixing the color. I am mixing the warm buff and spice carrot. Once I get the flesh color that I'm wanting, then I'll go ahead and start painting. I'm not going to apply the paint all the way to the top because the scarecrow is going to be wearing a hat. So I'm going to go ahead and give it 1 coat and then let it dry and give it a 2nd coat. Okay, so these 2 pieces of boards are going to be used as faux hats for my scarecrows. So what I'm going to do is paint them black, and I'm only going to give them 1 coat of paint. I'm going to be using these sticker letters to spell out harvest and blessed. But since I didn't have any white letters, I decided to go ahead and paint them white. So all I'm going to do is just get a sponge and then sponge on the white paint over the letters that I'm going to be using. These letters are great to use in any project. The thing is that they have different colors, so that is a problem if you want them to be a solid color. But painting them is just a great little alternative. I did have to give them more than one coat of paint because some of the letters were darker than others. Okay, so now I'm going to start painting the body of Mr. Harvest, and he is the male Scarecrow. And I'll be using the Tuscan red acrylic paint. And since the color is so dark, I only applied just one coat of paint. Next, I'm going to paint Miss Blessed, and she is the female Scarecrow, and I'll be using the color Spice Carrot. And with her, I also just applied one coat of paint. Okay, so now I'm going to add the hat to the Scarecrow, and I did paint the top portion of the board as you can see there. So now what I'm going to do is just hot glue and super glue that faux board up at the top as you see me do there. And I did just slant the hat just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my Scarecrow over, because I'm going to start adding the raffia, which is going to be the hair for the Scarecrow. So I'm going to cut a bundle there from the raffia, and then I'm just going to apply it there on the corner, and I'm going to use some hot glue for that. And then I'm just going to cut off some of that excess raffia. And here I'm just going to turn it over just to see how it looks. Next, I'm going to turn it over again and add some more up at the top corner. And then I'll turn it over again just to see how it's looking so far. And once again, I'm going to turn it over and add some more on the opposite side. I'll be following the same steps to the other Scarecrow. Okay, so now with my pencil, I'm going to draw the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, and the lips, and then I'm going to go over it with my permanent black marker. And for the female Scarecrow, I'm going to follow the same steps, except for the lips, I'm going to draw them with the red marker. Next, I'm going to use some more of that raffia, and I'm going to make a bow tie, and then I'm going to hot glue it on the neck where those both colors meet. And I also made another bow, and I used the buffalo check ribbon, and I'm just going to apply it there on top of the raffia bow. And I'll be doing the same thing to the other Scarecrow. Next, I'm going to hot glue the flower up at the corner, but first I'm going to cut the little stem off. And I'll be doing the same thing to the other Scarecrow, but it'll be the yellow sunflower. Okay, so now I'm going to add the word harvest to my male Scarecrow, and I'm going to start with the letter T at the bottom and then the H at the top, because I want to make sure that I have enough room to put in all the letters. Once I'm sure that the letters are nicely lined up, I start to press them down. And then to seal the letters off, I added some Mod Podge. And then once I did that, I ended up adding some more Mod Podge to the rest of the body of the Scarecrow, and I did the same thing to the other one as well. this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and also share. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm really hoping that I can get at least 500 likes. So please help me in getting 500 likes by giving me a big thumbs up. I'll really appreciate it. Well, you have yourself a blessed day, and until my next video, bye-bye and God bless.